Welcome to episode 4 of Cooking with You. You'll notice that this island is empty. That's because in this episode, I visited my good friend Keegan and his brother Austin to cook in their kitchen. Before we start, I would like to thank their mom and dad for allowing us to use their kitchen for the making of this episode. Thank you so much for watching this episode. You can find all my episodes on my YouTube channel. Hello, welcome back. This is the fourth Cooking with Q. You see I'm at a different location. That's because I have two special guests that I'm doing at their house.
Hi, my name is Keegan.
And our second,
Hi,
and his name,
Austin.
we're going to be making pasta. The pasta we're going to be making is spaghetti and ravioli with meatballs. Here's what we'll need. We have flour and stuff.
We'll also need some eggs and olive oil. And we'll need a timer
For when our pasta rests.
Exactly.
The pasta has to rest for half an hour /
30 minutes.
We're now gonna measure our flour. So we're doing 2 batches. It's 100 grams per egg.
So 4 eggs per gram.
And we're doing 2 batches, so it's 8 grams per total. You do these 2, I'll do this 2. Okay. We're using 00 flour, and that is semolina. Because they're better to stretch if you use like all-purpose or just regular flour. It just, when you roll it out, it goes, it's like stretch, collapse. He's 50.
For 399.
First, we make a well in the flour that just stops the eggs from escape and make them high. This is how I got my eggs.
This is how I do it usually. Go crack it a little bit more. Perfect.
We need olive oil and hot water. It's kind of anything that gets it together. It's never exactly the same. And if we need more, we add more. You can always add more, but you can't take out what you put in.
Unless you have a fan that tries it. I think I might need a little bit more.
Okay, then take a little bit more water.
There you go. Now it's starting to look like dough. Quintin, can you pass me the water?
Yes.
It's sticking to me, so I think that's where the flour comes in.
Oh yeah, why don't you dip your hands?
Yeah.
So we're almost done with our pasta actually. So soon we're gonna put it under a bowl and let it rest for
a half an hour / 30 minutes. Our dough is now resting, and we're gonna set the timer for 30 minutes. And now we're gonna start making the filling for the ravioli. I usually do, I take the cover off over the sink. And then I usually just open a little bit and then pour it all out so the block of cheese still doesn't come out. So me and Quintin have both different opinions for squishing the blocks of cheese. And I'm just gonna put it in and mash it with a spatula.
And I am gonna smush it and then put it in the bowl. Next, we're gonna make the meatballs.
The garlic is really hard to crush, so if you need a parent to help, you can ask them. How about you do this? Because I know how to do that really good. Okay, I can do it. Then what I do is I just wipe it on the bowl. Yep. One more tiny, tiny, tiny one to go. This one's super easy. Watch. Already done. What are you doing, Mac? You're gonna take one and roll it into a ball a little bit smaller than this. Say.
Let's say
this
that
is pretty good. This is a nice meatball size.
Yeah, this is too.
Okay. Now we are almost done with our meatballs. We have 9 minutes left on the timer with the dough resting. We have finished our meatballs now, and now we're gonna set them in the oven at 400 degrees and 20 minutes. Ask a parent to help you with this part. If you are a parent, be careful.
What else is on the table is our pasta hanging rack and the rolling pins and my rolling pasta machine.
And our dough,
And
of
our
course.
dough. You could use a rolling pin, but today we're gonna use a pasta machine. Start with your roller on 0 and then using the dial increase the number each time you put your pasta through the roller. 4, now 6, and then we're done.
If the dough starts sticking to a pasta machine, I would add flour on it because it could break. So we are putting the cheese mix in the icing bag. If you don't have an icing bag, you can just use a spoon, or you can use an ice cream scoop, whatever you have around the house that can scoop things. But not a shovel. No shovels.
Squeeze out a marble-sized drop of your filling into the bottom sheet of pasta. Now, Keegan has to put that on top of that.
And now you're gonna dab your finger in water and just put it around the edge so that the water is acting like glue. It's pretty tough to do.
Yeah, that's because you have to push hard so it seals it and put it through the pot.
You can cut it into like a circle, you can cut into like a square, you can cut into a triangle.
They have these things that, this one has a thing that pushes in, so if you got a lot of stuff in yours, it pushes down.
Then you can just take it out. This is cut into a square. That's just a shape. I'm pretty sure they have like circles,
Or triangles.
Anything really. And you can also ask a parent for help because these can be tricky sometimes.
Unless you have a lot of experience on them. Take the remaining pasta and this time feed it through the spaghetti cutter. Hang your pasta up and sprinkle some flour on it so it doesn't stick together while you make the rest of the spaghetti. Add your pasta to a pot of salted boiling water. And don't forget to grind some fresh cheese. It tastes way better. It's very good.
Really good? Like, are you talking really, really, really good? Mmm. I love it.
Try
So good.
Try ravioli. It's very
yeah.
good. I tried it.
All right, let's try ravioli.
I'll try it.
Blown away. Noah can.
Do you want to roll some off? Do you want to roll some? Do you want to try roll it? You won't be on the camera. Do you want to try roll it? Try this little.
You can edit that
I'll show
out.
one.
Editor.